Today, I'm going to teach you how to create water ripples using any mirror you have at home. If we haven't met yet, I'm Shontel and welcome to the studio. Today, we'll be preserving my mom's birth month flowers, which are daisies. I'll be placing it all under flowing layers of water using Alumilite resin. Now, Alumilite resin has a lot of options to choose from, but I particularly chose Clear Cast Plus because it had the perfect viscosity and tack-free time for the ripple and layering technique that we'll be using. Since light reflection is what makes these pieces pop, the UV resistant feature will be a big plus. For safety, you'll need a respirator mask, and I highly recommend goggles and gloves as well. For the resin, we're going to use measuring cups, blue pigment powder, and petroleum jelly. I'm also using a heat gun. This helps pop bubbles. We're also going to use the silicone stick in here, the silicone spatula that looks like this, the needle rod, and the tweezers. With the silicone stick, I'll be able to peel the resin off, especially when I forget to clean it after use. The spatula will be really useful for when we start to make smaller ripples. And the tweezer and needle tool will help us fix the flowers in place because they do tend to float around in the resin. For the flowers, make sure they're dried for at least 4 weeks. And keep paper towels and alcohol on hand because it might get a little messy. If you get any on your clothes, use this. Everything I use will be linked below, and you can use my code DUFStudios for 10% off all Alumilite's products. So before we start, we're going to plan the layout of your flowers and then take a picture of the arrangement. That way we can remember it, and when it comes to pouring the resin, we don't have to rush and try to beat the curing time. We're going to use flowers that has been pressed for at least 4 weeks. It's very important that your flowers are fully dried, or else it may brown or rotten in the resin as it sets in there. Moisture can cause cloudiness in the resin, and we don't want that because we don't want to ruin the beauty of our piece. As we pour the resin, we'll be able to make temporary indents for the ripples and see how it balances out with the layout. And it might change because of that as we see everything come together. So usually I'd have excess flowers that I don't plan on using, so I'll set those aside and begin to seal the rest that I will be using with Mod Podge. Sealing is optional, but I just prefer to do so because it's like an extra barrier to prevent any moisture that's left in the flower from reacting with the resin. So for our first layer, we want it to be thin and where most of the pigment is shown. This is so that we can mimic the color of water without altering our flower color. I poured 50 ml of part A and 50 ml of part B to fill my mirror that is 11 inches tall and 15 inches long. Be mindful of the depth of the actual frame of the mirror. So I'm just going to start with a little bit across, touch the edges so that it kind of fills in. We're going to add our flowers about 30 to 45 minutes later to avoid them swimming in the resin and sinking under it. Remember, we want to maintain the original color of the flower. We don't want to wait too long either to where we place them down and can't move them again. Who knows, the layout may change, and we want the resin to be flexible just enough to make any last minute changes. Now it's time for our second layer. I'm going to check in every hour and show you the consistency of the resin just to give you an idea of how resin responds to the time and weather changes. This will be very helpful for those who are doing it outside like me. If you're indoors, I recommend you keeping the thermostat at a consistent temperature so that if you were to do this project again, you'll already know how long it will take before you can manipulate the resin and create the water ripples. This is all super important because if you work with the resin way too early, the ripples you make will level itself and completely disappear. If you do it too late, you won't be able to manipulate the resin at all. For our second layer, we want it to be thicker, so we'll be using 100 ml of part A and 100 ml of part B. You can keep this layer clear or add a bit of pigment for a subtle color emphasis on the ridges of the ripples. Now we can make circular waves of water, but I want you to take a closer look at how there's still a bit of softness to it when I drag my finger along the resin. Ideally, we'd want it to be firmer to reduce the amount of reps it'll take in shaping the resin, but that risks us missing the perfect time mark. So if you're a beginner, starting at this time, temperature, and consistency works in your favor more than you think. Although it may require more reps, it allows you to adjust if you mess up. Similarly to when we were placing the flowers at a decent time to where we could shift them around if necessary. Trust me, I've missed the mark a couple of times and my fingers started hurting because of how much pressure I had to apply on the resin that was firmer in order to make the ripples. I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. Bye!